All right, wanted to comment on the False Creek neighborhood. I'm here in Olympic Village, been here since 2010. Absolutely phenomenal location. You're a hop and a skip to downtown. You're right, you have access to the seawall, the amenities, lots of transit options, high walk score. So I'm extremely bullish on this False Creek neighborhood. And recently, you may have seen the renderings for the proposed development on the north side of False Creek, the original Expo Concord lands here. They're going to call it Concord Landing, and it's going to span from the Plaza of Nations all the way to Science World. 5,000 homes, 12 towers, the tallest of which will be higher than the current record holder, which is the Shangri-La. So we're going to see much higher density. They have amended the view corridor restrictions downtown, so you're going to expect to see a lot more density. They're removing those viaducts. This whole neighborhood is going to be dramatically changed here. It describes a bustling village, retail, new waterfront, massive green spaces. And this is in addition to the Plaza of Nations development, which if you've seen those renderings, it's looks a lot like a futuristic sort of an Aztec temple. Very cool renderings, although I'm hearing now that's been revised as well. It was initially set to be 2,000 homes, but now with this new development and amending the view corridor restrictions, they're going to be building up significantly higher density here. So this neighborhood is going to be completely transformed. I already think we're rivaling Yaletown and Coal Harbour in the West End. I think in another 10, 12, 15 years, this is going to be the most desirable neighborhood in Vancouver. I shouldn't be telling you this as a listing agent, but I wouldn't be selling anything in this neighborhood unless I was planning on moving up maybe to something a bit bigger, higher floor, better exposure, more of a view. But I wouldn't be selling anything. I would be loading up on these properties because right now you can get into the Olympic Village, concrete construction, well-run strata between about $1,200 and $1,600 a square foot. Now, I know my detractors are going to say these are ridiculously inflated prices. Who can afford that? But they have no idea what's in the pipeline. They don't have connections like I do. I've got a number of pre-sale insiders here, and I know what the product coming out of the ground is going to cost. Anything in these neighborhoods, that Tesoro, which fairly recently was completed, that starts around $1,800 a square foot. Anything getting built now is going to be over $2,000. Matter of fact, I've seen some concrete product on the Cambie corridor in pre-sale that's pushing $2,000 a square foot, $1,800 to start. So that's where prices are heading. Between $1,200 and $1,600 in retrospect is going to look like a bargain. And on that note, these pre-sales are a leading indicator for prices, and prices do increase. Typically, they double within about every 10, 12, 15 years historically. So as an example of that, January of 2005 in False Creek, the housing price index for condos stood at $326,000. January 2015, it was $496,000. January of 2020, $802,000. So we had a big surge there. December of 2024, we were at $881,000. So you'll notice that prices did increase, but they were relatively tracked sideways for about 4 years. Now, the last time that happened was between 2010 and 2014, where prices kind of treaded water. And then 2014 to 2018, we had this massive surge in these condo prices. So I know a lot of you guys aren't going to like this because you want to see prices come down, but in my opinion, we are overdue for another surge in condo prices in downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. Okay, switching gears here, just to get into my business, I have seen a huge change. Matter of fact, I'm not going to be doing as active on social media going forward because I'm just too busy. My business started picking up in November and December, took a break for a couple of weeks over the holidays, but I saw that as a pretty good omen that 2025 is going to be a strong year, and that's what I'm seeing so far. We're going to have a very robust spring 2025 is what I've been telling you guys, and I'm going to stick to that prediction. Matter of fact, if we've had a few interest rate cuts here, there's another quarter point coming. If these Trump tariffs end up taking effect, The economy is going to struggle. I could see the floor absolutely falling out of interest rates. That's what happened in the 2008 financial crisis. That's also what happened during the COVID pandemic. And if that happens, interest rates are like gravity on asset prices. So watch out. I think we're in for a pretty strong year. I think the market's going to continue to heat up as we get into the typically busy spring market here. But again, if you own anything in False Creek, I'd love to take the listing, but I would advise don't sell anything. Matter of fact, you should be loading up on properties here. And again, extremely bullish on Vancouver, extremely bullish on that False Creek neighborhood. I'm Jay Coupar. Feel free to comment below or subscribe. See you in the next video.